Hi everyone, welcome to my island tour before I absolutely flatten it. My island name is Ravenwood. This is my favorite part, one of my favorite parts of my island right now. I love this little fountain seating area. It's probably one of the one things I'll keep when I redo my island. My resident services is something I made a mistake of choosing where I wanted it. This is a little painting area. And then up here is my house and Kurt's house, because Kurt has been my favorite villager since I played City Folk like years ago. We have a cute little seating area, some waterfalls, and an unfinished greenhouse that I was gonna do. The big deer fossil is like my favorite fossil, so that's on my island at least 3 times. Another little seating. I love putting little seating areas out everywhere. And down here, he doesn't really fit with my theme or my aesthetic, but I love clowns and I love Pietro. So he's got his own little carnival down here with his house. And I'll definitely be keeping that, just maybe in a different spot, just because I love him so much. And then up here, I don't really like the path I'm using. I think I'm gonna figure something else out to do as a path. I really, really love overgrown beaches, so I have several of those. Here's my flower patch. I have almost every single variation of the flowers. I think there's only a couple I'm missing. And then a little orchard. It's just not very space efficient. Like, I feel like I could have spaced things better so I would have more things, so it would look better. I'm bad at words sometimes, but you know what I mean. A little picnic area and a fisher's market thing up there, more overgrown beaches. When I rebuild my island, I'm definitely gonna think more about space and where I need everything and how to utilize all of the space properly, because I got a little better at it on this build than my last build, but I still have to work on it, because some things are just spaced so weird it looks funky. So up here is another one of my favorite spots of my island. It's my little neighborhood. I stopped here because I freaked out about Vivian sitting in her chair for a second, because I just thought it was extremely cute. I love her. She's one of my favorite villagers too. I wanted to do kind of like the canal thing with the bridges, which I'm proud of what I did. It just could have looked better. And I made sure all of my villagers had a little bit of a yard, but I think with my rebuild, I'm going to make sure they have a little more space and it's a little more organized and thought out of what I put in their yards. All of my villagers, aside from 2 of them, are in this neighborhood, because I just thought it was super, super cute to have them all in one little spot. That may change. I'm not sure yet when I rebuild. The ones on this side have kind of a bigger yard just because the spacing is weird with the houses. I wish you could put the houses on the paths and there wasn't just the weird, awkward gap right outside the houses. Even though it doesn't look bad, it just could look better. I love those 2. Eric is so cute. Over this way from the neighborhood is my little outdoor library. I kind of went a little overboard and made it absolutely gigantic. And I put all kinds of stuff in it. It's got 2 stories. I'll probably I know I'm going to have another outdoor library, but it'll probably be a little smaller than this one next time. And up here from the library is my cemetery. I really like cemeteries. I like spooky things. So every build of my island has had a cemetery, because I just love cemeteries. God, all those bookshelves took so many books, and it's way too much. Up this way, I was gonna have kind of like an art alley, like a shady little thing for Red. I just never finished it because I would just want to redo my whole island. I love Red. He's one of my favorite NPCs. Over to the right from the library is where I have my campsite, and it was going to transition into like a more of a woodsy feel, and I was going to try to do one of those rock gardens like a little fairy circle, and then here's the campsite. I just never got around to the garden fairy circle just because I didn't like how the rest of my island was turning out, but I was really proud of the campsite. This beach, this side of my island didn't get a ton of love just because I didn't know what to do there a lot, but I really like the sofa and the chair and the telescope on the rock back there. I just like decorating the rocks so they look kind of like little shops or like things like that. My museum is probably, I know I said this about a couple other things, but my museum is probably my favorite part of my island, just because I really like history and art and archaeology and stuff. So I like to put a lot of the stuff outside the museum and make it look super cute like that. The museum might move, but the outside of my rebuild will probably be really similar, if not the same, just because I love that look. Down here is my siblings' house and Lolly's house, just because Lolly's their favorite, so they stay beside Lolly. Over this way, I made this area way too crowded, and I should have spaced it out more because it makes my game lag a little bit. But here's my little bakery and cafe. I really like the look of it. I just think it's a little too cluttered, and I think I would have to declutter a little bit with my next bakery or cafe. But I think it looks cute. And down here, I really like plants. I'm very much a plant person, so I knew I had to have like a garden shop, greenhouse, little garden area. And I'm really proud with how it turned out. It's just too close to everything else, so it's not really in a good spot. So I might make it a little smaller next time, but I really like how it looks. And up here is my little market district. I really like the little centerpiece I did. I can't remember where I saw the inspiration I got from it. But I really like it. There's just a lot of space on my island that I used for like cliffs that you can't really see like over to the left, and it could be used in a more efficient way, a cuter way. I just haven't done that. I love putting the vines on the panels like that. There's my little music shop. I really like the idea of a little marketplace, so I'll probably keep that in my rebuild too. And over this way, that's supposed to be like a little bus stop beside the post office. And I really like post offices in Animal Crossing too. They're so cute. I might change mine up a little bit, but I know I'm gonna keep a post office in my rebuild. And down here, I was gonna put like a little tavern, and I just never got around to it, so now it's just a bunch of trees. And that about does it for my island tour. Thank you for watching. I'll probably do speed builds and stuff of my rebuild. So, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.